Hello, friends. Welcome back to Transcendent Astrology and Tarot. My name is Michelle Fondon. I'm the author of 12 published books, including Twin Flame Romance, The Journey to Unconditional Love, and Twin Flame Union, The 7 Keys to a Healthy Twin Flame Journey. You can find all of my published books on Amazon. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for helping me out and subscribing below. Click on the bell, scroll up to all for all notifications, and thanks for giving the video a thumbs up. I do tarot readings. You can book that on my website below. And if you missed the Elevate Your Twin Flame Frequency free webinar, you can now view that webinar for $49 with bonus material. The webinar went on for about an hour and 15 minutes. I edited it down. It's about 65 minutes. You have 2 bonus videos, including a guided meditation to get you into state before you do the Elevate Your Twin Flame vibration exercise. And you can get that for 30 days for $49. The link is below. Welcome to the Twin Flame Tarot reading for August 4th through the 10th of 2025. We're gonna get started. First, I like to say a blessing over the cards. Dear God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, Mother Mary, Archangels, Angels of God, Twin Flames, Guardian Angels, please let this reading be of the highest light and love of God the Father. Let it bring light, love, and truth to all involved. Archangel Michael, stand guard, casting away all lower energies with your sword of light. Romance angels, twin flame angels, please help twin flames around the world understand what they need to know to learn and to grow. So we are going to start with divine feminine energies toward the divine masculine. So divine feminines in this collective, how are you learning and growing? What is your energy toward divine masculines for this week? We have the 7 of Pentacles. This is about an investment. It's about waiting patiently. Maybe you're worried, divine feminine. Maybe you think this isn't worth it. Maybe you think you've been waiting too long, but the 7 of Pentacles is almost, I feel like it's almost a card of like not giving up. Like you have invested, you've planted your pentacles and there's a little sprout coming up. And so I feel like in a way, divine feminine, you're losing patience a little bit with this journey. I feel in a way you're wondering if it's been worth it. The 7 for me is always telling me that you are on the right life path, that you're not making a mistake, that this is your life path. You're supposed to be patient. You're supposed to allow things to grow. And I feel like if you are worried and concerned, it's also a card that indicates that it's no use to be worried and concerned. It's like things take time, growth takes time. And so if you're feeling that impatience on the inside, then you really need to consider that growth. Personal growth does take time. So let's see where divine masculine is at this week when it comes to divine feminine, divine masculines, higher spiritual selves. What is your energy toward divine feminines? So we have the King of Cups. I love this for divine masculine. The King of Cups is a very mature energy. The King of Cups is usually the man you want to marry. Now, you might not be dealing with a DM who's a man, but it's that energy, right, of the king. It's the energy of a king who is mature, emotionally mature, who even meditates. Do you see that? I feel like your divine masculine is in more mature emotional energy. Now, if you missed last week's reading, I'm gonna post that right here. There was something about the divine masculine's emotional energy. So please do check that out after this video. This is very connected to that. Because the King of Cups is about coming into those higher levels of emotional maturity or emotional intelligence even. And I do feel that divine masculine, even though it might not seem so on the outside so much, that they are maturing emotionally and coming into that king energy. Let's go ahead and take a look at the couple. For the twin flame couple for this week, what are we looking at for August 4th through the 10th of 2025? Whoa, that one kind of flipped for me. That one definitely flipped. We're going to take it. We've got the Two of Wands, which for me, this is very much a twin flame card. It's about choosing the path, choosing the partner. Twos represent partnerships. Twos represent couples. And since it's a fire card, because the wand suit is fire energy, to me, that also means twin flames. So does this mean that one twin flame is actually choosing the path because in this photo, she is holding one of the wands? She's not holding both of the wands. She's holding one of the wands. So for me, does this tell me that one of the twin flames is choosing the path, is choosing the twin flame journey, is choosing the twin flame path? Because the other one is leaned up against the wall. Now, does that mean that the other one hasn't chosen? It may be that has already been chosen because it's not an option anymore. Like it's already been selected, it's already been chosen. So I really do feel like this week, there's going to be a choice from one of the twin flames. Now, maybe it's you. Maybe if you're watching this, maybe it's you. Maybe with this Seven of Pentacles energy, if you're the divine feminine, you're like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I've been waiting a long time. I don't want to be patient anymore. I feel like my investment is not bearing fruit. But maybe you choose. Maybe this week you choose. You're like, well, I've waited this long. I might as well wait a little bit longer. But maybe it's your person who's choosing. Maybe it's your person who is finally reaching that state of emotional maturity, for example. And maybe they are choosing this path. But I like it because it's a very positive and uplifting card about being mature enough to actually make the choice. Now, the choice could be like moving forward. The choice could be choosing a partner. But it's still actually selecting a path rather than ignoring the choice like the Two of Swords. The Two of Wands is really about choosing a path. So I actually like it for this week. I find it very, very positive. Let's have a look at the romance energy for this week. Twin flame angels, romance angels. What is the romance energy for twin flames moving forward from August 4th through August 10th? So we have love yourself first. Loving yourself. Love yourself first. Love, 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 love. Now, a lot of us, we're not unique in that we're twin flames. A lot of us have issues with self-love. We think we love ourselves, but we really don't love ourselves. We tend to people please first, or we want to not make waves with other people. And so we really have a hard time loving ourselves first. And it says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, not less, more. And I feel like there is this struggle for both twin flames, right? There is this struggle for self-love. There is this struggle away from codependent relationships. There is this struggle away from people-pleasing, playing the nice girl or the nice boy. There is this sense of not having loved oneself in the past, and I believe you're moving toward that. One of the things I really focus on in my twin flame boot camps is self-love, choosing yourself. Being able to move through your own healing so that you can go to that space of actually loving yourself. And in boot camp too, in fact, I take you through an entire exercise and I make you do it for 3 days so that you can love yourself. Okay, let's see what else is going on for twin flames romantically this week. We have true love. Oh my God, this is amazing. Okay, this is the romance of a lifetime. This is the romance of a lifetime. So if you have had doubts, if you are sitting in the divine feminine position in this Seven of Pentacles, wondering, has it been worth it? Is this actually worth it? I'm losing patience. I'm ready to give up. This is saying that whether you like it or not, whether you enjoy the journey or you don't enjoy the journey, that the love you have felt for your twin flame and the love your twin flame has felt for you is true. It is true love. It is real. It's not fake. It's not made up. It's not obsession. Somebody told me in the past, is it limerence? I had never even heard of that word. And the answer is no. The answer, it is true soul love. It is true unconditional love, even though there have been obstacles in the way. And even though there has been human behavior that may not reflect that so much, but the internal soul love is there. It's absolutely there. So let's see what else. We're going to get one more for twin flames here. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Clearly decide what you want. Now, that's what I was talking about with the Two of Wands. It's about making a clear choice, a clear decision for the pathway. It's not about wavering back and forth between one side or the other side. It's about creating a clear pathway. And I like this because also in the Elevate Twin Flame webinar that we had on Thursday, I talked about this during the webinar. I talked about having split energy and not making a decision because of the wavering back and forth, back and forth, back and forth that a lot of us do because we're frustrated with the journey. We're frustrated with the progress. We don't see the results. And so some days we wake up and we're like, I want to be with my twin flame. This is my person. This is my true love. And then the next day we wake up and we're like, I can't stand this person. I never want to see them again. And so the Two of Wands is really calling you, if that's you, to make a clear choice for your pathway forward. Now, your clear choice may be with your twin flame and your clear choice may not be with your twin flame. But the wavering is not helping you move forward in any way, shape, or form, right? I know that some of you who may be newer to the twin flame journey may be thinking, how could you choose somebody else other than your twin flame? Well, it is possible. It is possible if you want to continue the work in a different lifetime, another lifetime, because everybody has free will, right? So we have narcissists that fell out. Now, I hate this word. I'll tell you right now, I do not like this word. I find that it is way overused. People use this word, throw it around way too much. What this is reflecting to me, that this is self-absorbed behavior or ego-based behavior. All right, let's unpack this a little bit. The ego-based behavior. I feel that in the past, both of you that are watching this, you are not absolved from this behavior because you both acted in this way. You both acted with your own self-interest. You both acted with wanting to be right, wanting to be first in this. And if you think I'm wrong, explore your behavior when you first met your twin flame. Explore your behavior, because while you may have been saying like, oh my God, I love you unconditionally. I want to be with you. We're supposed to be together. And then the other person was like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. You're crazy. What is this twin flame thing? It doesn't exist. Well, your persistence in that is selfish behavior because you were not respecting what they were feeling at the time, right? You weren't respectful. So you're trying to convince them through your words and maybe your actions that this is supposed to happen, but then you weren't respecting them and where they were at. There was this type, I'm not going to use the word, but there was this selfish behavior on both sides that occurred. And I really feel like you're both growing out of it, right? You're both growing out of it. And I would say that Divine Masculine's working really hard at growing out of it through that emotional growth. Yeah, look at that. I said you're both growing out of it. And we got butterfly, which is change, transformation, growth, right? Change and transformation and growth. So I feel like you guys are both transforming out of it. You both are growing out of it. You're both finding your true self. It says at the bottom, like your true self. You're both finding your true self. And I feel like, again, that takes a little time. It does. It takes a little time. You can't rush through it. You can't force it to happen. And you can't just sit there and say, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, and expect to love yourself. There's a reason why you haven't loved yourself 100%. There's reasons why. And unless you uncover those reasons of why you've agreed to not love yourself first, you're never going to move forward because you're going to fall back into the same trap. And I think that's what the Seven of Pentacles is saying too, is that, yeah, maybe the growth has taken time. Maybe you felt like things are not changing, but have you done your work? Have you done your self-growth work in the sense of learning to love yourself 100% completely? And the thing is, when you're at the space where you love yourself 100% completely, it doesn't even matter to you if your twin flame is around. It matters not. You might want their company. You might want the pleasure of being near them and say, you know what? I really love this person and I really want to be in their presence, but it doesn't have to happen. It doesn't matter. It's like the reflection that you're showing onto yourself is that unconditional love when you love yourself 100% fully and completely. And most of you don't understand that. Some of you do. Some of you understand it, but most of you don't understand that. And you get angry when the reading comes out and the reading's like, oh, it's going to take a little bit more time. And then you go on YouTube and find readings that validate what you wish. And that's not what this journey is about. It's a healing journey first and foremost. And it is a journey about self-growth into wholeness. And when you realize that you are free and you're not in bondage anymore, and you can make a clear choice without being stuck, really. Okay, so let's get some messages from DM to DF. Divine Masculines, what do you need to say to your Divine Feminines this week, please and thank you? We got to shuffle again. Nothing came out. Let's go. Divine Masculines from your higher spiritual self. What do you need to say to Divine Feminines? Wow, these messages are really not coming through this week. Let's calm down a little bit. Let's take a deep breath. I feel you even though we are apart. I feel you even though we are apart. Yeah, so that's validation that they're, oh my gosh, sorry. That's validation that they are meditating. They're getting into that quiet space where they can feel you. DM, what do you need to say to DF? I knew exactly what I was doing. I knew exactly what I was doing. So whether they were triggering you, whether they were ghosting you, whether they told you no or friend zoned you, they understood what they were doing. Now, I feel like a lot of times Divine Masculines understood what they were doing on a subconscious level. Like a lot of Divine Masculine souls will abandon, quote unquote, the Divine Feminine until the Divine Feminine is doing their internal work. And they know, like they're so connected that they know that you're not ready. They know that there's so much internal work that you're needing to do as well. So they know on some level, they absolutely know. DM, what do you need to say to DF? I will wait for a sign from you. Okay. What I usually say to my clients, and if you want to see the extended DM to DF reading, join at the link below. It's totally free. It's on my website. So what I say, I will wait for a sign from you. What I say to my clients is, You still need to respect boundaries. So if there has been a boundary from your divine masculine that is a no contact boundary, or they're not really responding to your texts or messages and you're like trying to persist, I would say that's also a boundary if they're not responding. So you can ask your guardian angels to send a sign through your twin flames guardian angels. And you can just say, hey, please send my divine masculine a sign from me that I'm in a good space, that I love them, that I care for them, that I am rooting for them in their own healing, or that I'm working on my own healing. So it doesn't necessarily have to be physical contact. It could be 5D contact. But I feel like there's a lot of ethereal energy going on this week. There's a lot of internal work going on this week for both of you, for both divine feminine and divine masculine. There's internal work going on. For divine feminine, it's in the realm of patience and steadfast energy to the journey. And for divine masculines, it's more of that emotional maturity. For one or both of you, it's about making a clear choice, a clear decision for this journey. And I do feel like if you have been having issues with personal transformation and loving yourself 100% completely, then I would encourage you to check out my twin flame bootcamps, and that will absolutely help you. Or in the very least, start by elevating your twin flame frequency with my Elevate Your Twin Flame Frequency workshop. And all of these are just going to assist you. They're going to help you move into a different space so that you do not feel stuck. I want to thank you so much for joining me here today. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Click on the bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. Thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this with other twin flames, and thank you so much for your support of my channel. You can purchase one of my 12 published books. You can head on over to my website and join a class. Make sure to check out the extended reading for free, and I will see you in the next video.